Kenny, give me a few of the ticket texts, and I just have one other thing. It's like a morbid curiosity. It's like a car wreck where I can't. These bowl projections are unbelievable. I'm dying for college football. I can't wait.
No, Mike, I understand. It gets you. Now, here's the thing. I think you're underselling Michigan, as I said. Now, if you would have said, if you're an MSU fan, would you lock up MSU in the Rose Bowl against Utah? I would say, yeah.
Hello?
No, because that means you probably have gone, at least 10-2. So it's the difference of that one game. You've made it to the college football, the New Year's Six game. So yeah, whereas that's a higher thing, but to say the Citrus Bowl is like, man, that's kind of a steep fall off.
You want the other fun part of this? Michigan, Utah in the Rose Bowl. What's the spread? And I have it, but you're really good at this.
Michigan, Utah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna probably say Michigan -5.5.
Utah -3. Oh. Which means they like your Utes just like you do.
Right.
Now, here's the interesting one. McMurphy's got Penn State in the Cotton Bowl. Now, it's no secret. We denigrate Penn State left and right because we think James Franklin's an idiot. But he's got 3 Big Ten teams in the New Year's Six. Obviously, he's got Ohio State in the playoff versus Kenny's Bulldogs. Ohio State, Georgia. What's the spread?
Georgia. No, you know what? I'm thinking
in the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
I'll go Georgia 3.5.
Okay, Kenny?
Ohio State -1.5.
Ohio State -8.5.
Oh.
How about this one? Now, this is where McMurphy may have poured himself a nightcap. Bama, Miami in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl playoff. Miami in the playoff? What's the spread on this puppy?
Bama 17.5.
Kenny?
Yeah, Bama 18.
You're right there. I'll say you both got it right. 16.5. 16. Now,
so Miami's going to be this year's sacrificial lamb.
That's what he thinks. All right, the Michigan State one in the Citrus Bowl. Michigan State, Arkansas. What is the future line if this game were to be played?
Jeez, I don't know what Arkansas is. MSU 2.5.
Okay, Kenny. Now hold on. This is Kenny's ability to tell us whether he really believes it is a pillow fight conference or not.
Oh, you're right.
Arkansas 4.
Kenny's on it. Arkansas -4.5.
Look at that pillow fight. Brought to you by the My Pillow guy.
No, I mean he's bearded Feinbaum. He loves himself some SEC. But no, if you want to check these out, they're fun. And yes, we're getting to the Robbie Grossman thing, and we're getting into the Oregon news, this vetting that's going on. I don't even know what the Big Ten's doing. If Oregon calls, you answer. You say yes, and you figure it out later, but we'll get there.
I'll save it because Mike is a simple answer.
I understand. Kenny, give me the ticket text.
A+++, Roberto. Well done. I love that open. That's from Jason. Would be interested to know if a specific Michigan starting quarterback would change someone's opinion. I would lock in 11-1 Rose Bowl with Cade, but would roll the dice with JJ getting the starting.
See, that is the thing too. I'm not saying that people should be in fear of injuries or in fear of the unknown. It's that when you're talking about these hypotheticals, if I say MSU is anywhere between 6 and 10, and you can lock in at 9. I say, okay, I'm getting value to that. Like, it would take 9-3 to get to the Citrus Bowl. Do we agree on that?
Yeah.
Okay. With Michigan, the only thing I'm saying to you is you could still go 11-1, and the Rose Bowl is where you land. Michigan could technically go 10-2 and get to the Rose Bowl. So if you locked in, the only thing you're giving up is the rare shot you go to Columbus and get this done back-to-back years, or the rare shot that you don't win 10 or more. I don't see a scenario where Michigan doesn't get to 10. I just don't. You do.
I mean, it's possible, Mike. You got to wait to see. I mean, we think we know until we find out we don't know when college football starts.
Even more of a reason to lock in.
If you're Michigan, as you say, you look at that schedule.
What's your range for Michigan State? You still haven't said it.
You never asked me.
Give me the worst case scenario.
A worst case scenario? Let me pull the schedule.
6-6.
No, I think I'm going to say probably like 7-5.
You're a
worst
game
case.
ahead of me. All right, best case.
Best case scenario.
Yeah, I'm talking pipe dream 2.0. Following last year's 11 wins, what is the best case?
Best case, they're playing Utah in the Rose Bowl.
But not okay. Good. You didn't say playoffs or anything like that. Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, they're in New Year's 6. Best case, Michigan State sitting there at 11-1.
Oh my God.
Okay, you just said best case.
I know. I can't see 11. Jesus.
Well, you also didn't see them beating Miami last year.
No, I just said I wanted to wait and see.
Well, yeah, best case is they handle business. They beat Penn State. Tuck goes 3-0 against Michigan. They beat Wisconsin on homecoming, and they lose to the Buckeyes.
It sounds fun. Kenny, go ahead.
The Rose Bowl doesn't mean what it once meant. The Spartans have won the last one that mattered. I'm with Doug as a U of M fan. It's CFP back-to-back or bust. That's from Steve. Not to sound like a Michigan Slavy, but it's not hard for me not to have higher expectations than that.
And you know what? You're not even being a Michigan
No,
Slavy.
you're not.
You're not. You take the chance because in your mind, it comes down to one game if you're a Michigan fan. You expect to win all the others. You'll probably be favored to win all of the other games. Can you go into Columbus, beat the Buckeyes? If you do, you're back in.
I'd lock in both MSU and Michigan all day.
See, that's what I said. And maybe I've just got a maybe it's a weak opinion. I just kind of looked at it like, you know what? I have like I'm like Mr. High Expectations. If you told me that over the course of Mel Tucker's second and third year as a coach, following that COVID disaster he took over from Mark, that they would win 20 or potentially 21 games in 2 years, I take it. I just take it and look at the bigger picture.
But if I'm a Michigan fan, I feel like I'm with that last texter. I've seen the promised land. I've gotten to the playoff before. I can't expect any less than that.
And see, I would say the same. Kenny, if I'm a Michigan State fan, I look at what Mel Tucker did with the worst pass defense in the nation, and they went out there and won 10 games. They were 10-2.
But they were also 6-1 in games decided by 6 points or less. You don't win all your close games every year. There's a regression there. That's all I'm saying.
I understand eventually it is, Mike, but who's to say that they can't do it again this season?
Nobody.
Or the defense gets better and they're not playing in those close games.
Man, I'm looking at some of these bowl games. I don't even. Oh, my God.
What's that?
No way. Oh, my God.
Let me guess. East Carolina versus Army.
No. So, like, you know, all the smaller bowl games, like there's the Bahama Bowl and New Mexico Bowl. Now there's a Fenway Bowl presented by Wasabi. On here, there's a TBA Bowl. TBD date, TBA city, and it's Georgia State UTEP.
Wow.
What? There's actually a bowl game slot they haven't decided on yet?
Is that the old Red Box Bowl?
I'd have to.
I think that went away.
I'd have to scroll back through. I mean, Rico, this is one of those things. When you've talked about where college football is heading, this can't continue. I mean, a lot of this is so ridiculous. I mean, the Myrtle Beach Bowl, we're setting up bowl games for Coastal Carolina to play in their home stadium. What are we doing here? The Boca Raton Bowl? Like, we're just getting to a point where it's like, wow.
That's why you need a playoff. 16-team playoff.
You've said it. It's probably happening. But that's all. All right, I'll leave this alone. I couldn't.
Imagine if the Boca Raton was the quarterfinals. Now you care about the Boca Raton.
Well, that's right. What about the Easy Post Hawaii Bowl?
I'm more partial to the Cheez-Its.
Is that a bowl game again?
Yeah.
No. Where?
The Cheez-It Bowl?
Cheez-It Bowl. It's in Arizona.
I think that's the Arizona Bowl.
Unless they dropped it.
How about the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl? Okay.
Okay, you know what? Here's what I don't ever need to see. The Duke's Mayo where you douse the coach in the mayo.
No, that's back. I
know, but I don't need to see the coach.
No.
Like, and switch over to the Ocho and you could watch. I'm good.